Do you see that guy in blue hat? He is about to do his first mistake in vinyl wrapping cutting short. Welcome to my channel, Gazekan Wrap. Whether you are looking to start a side hustle or just learn something new, you are in the right place. Join me on my journey to becoming the greatest in the vinyl wrap game. Let's make it happen. Before we jump in, let's talk tools. We'll need high-quality vinyl wrap for durability, a heat gun to stretch and shape the material, a squeegee to eliminate air bubbles, a utility knife for precise cuts, and most importantly, a clean surface to ensure a flawless application. So let me show you my first mistake. It's a good one. I cut the vinyl too short by about 4 inches. It happens, right? But mistakes like these are part of the process, and they make us better. So, after I realized I cut the vinyl short by about 4 inches, no less I knew I needed some guidance. That is where our teacher, Carlos, steps in. Master is here to break it down and show us, me exactly where I went wrong and how to avoid this mistake in the future. And here is pro tip number 1. Always measure the surface, then add at least 2-3 inches on each side to ensure you have room to work with. Now that we have learned from Carlos, let's measure a new piece of vinyl, this time with plenty of extra, and start wrapping the roof again. Remember, mistakes happen, but the key is learning and moving forward and progressing. A clean surface is critical. Start by thoroughly cleaning the roof. No dirt, no grease, no excuses. Use a microfiber cloth to avoid scratches. Here is second pro tip. Preparation is key. A clean car and the right tools are 50% of the job. The rest, it's all about practice. So, when we started glassing the roof, things got a little awkward. None of us really knew what we were doing at first. We just kind of stood there, staring at the vinyl, like, alright, now what? It was one of those moments where you realize, no matter how much you plan, sometimes you just have to dive in and figure it out as you go. Start in the center and work outward. To make this process easier, we wet the vinyl first. This trick lets us see the pattern of the squeegee strokes clearly and helps us follow them without breaking a line. Hold the squeegee at a 45-degree angle and use steady, even pressure. This technique smooths out bubbles and keeps the finish looking clean and professional. Remember, patience is key, don't rush. Here's where the heat gun comes in. We use it to soften the vinyl, which helps it conform perfectly to those tricky edges. As the heat works its magic, you'll see how the vinyl stretches smoothly and lays down beautifully. It's like a dance between heat and pressure. Watch closely, because this is where the transformation really happens. Alright, now that the vinyl is laid down and looking smooth, it's time to focus on the details, those corners and edges. This is where precision matters, and the teamwork really kicks in. We're all hands on deck, tucking and cutting around the tricky spots. It's not just about the work, it's about finding our groove as a team, learning from each other, and having some fun along the way. With a steady hand and a knife, we carefully cut away the excess vinyl to get those clean, sharp lines. I focus on the corners and edges here, making sure everything looks sharp and clean. This is the kind of attention to detail customers want to see, flawless finishes that show professionalism and care in every step of the process. The master himself stepped in to check our progress and shared some really important advice. He reminded us not to rush during trimming and to always double-check that the vinyl is fully tucked before making the cut. This helps avoid any gaps later. He also pointed out that using less pressure on the knife is better. Let the blade glide instead of forcing it, so you don't accidentally damage the surface underneath. Carlos suggested using the edge of the squeegee to guide your knife for a cleaner and smoother finish. His advice? Trust the process, take your time, and always prioritize quality over speed. That mindset makes all the difference. Here's a closer look at the action cutting next to the windshield after tucking in the vinyl. Watch how precise and seamless it looks when it's done right. This is where all the effort comes together. I'm not sure if I'm even allowed to show this footage from the teaching session, but I'm going to fast forward through it and give you a quick look at how the class works. The first hour, or maybe a little less, is all about learning the basics. Our teacher, Carlos, takes the time to explain and show us the proper way to approach each step. He shares his own experience and the best techniques to set us up for success. This is where I pick up new skills, make mistakes, and learn. Let me share something personal with you: vinyl wrapping. It's completely new for me, and recording, editing, and uploading videos for this channel, that's new too. I'm stepping out of my comfort zone in more ways than one. But you know what? That's what this journey is all about: trying, failing, learning, and improving. It's not about being perfect. It's about making progress, one step at a time. That's a quick look into my learning process, wrapping cars, learning video production, and sharing this journey with you. Every part of it is a step toward getting better. Let's keep pushing forward together. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give this video a like. Drop a comment below and let me know what you'd like to see next. I can't wait to share more of this journey with you.